All right, sorry. So I hope you're here to see Boardmaker 7 because that's what you're going to get. My name is Tina Voisey. I am the education manager for the UK and Ireland. Despite 16 years of my best effort, I have not lost my New York accent, but I am calling from the southeast of England, where I have been for quite some time. I'm a teacher with 25 years experience, though I've been working in the AAC and AT industry for quite some time now. So as I said, we've got a few people on the line from the Tobii Dynavox team who are here to help. We are going to ask that you chat in your questions. This is a jam-packed 30 minutes, so the team will endeavor to answer as much as they can within the chat. We can stick around for a bit after the half hour if anybody wants to go through more questions. We will try to do as many as we can, but because it's a big crowd, it will be on a first come, first served basis, and we can try to get you answers in follow-up emails as well. We are recording this session, and we will send the information as how you can see the video again in a follow-up. So this is me, I'm Tina, I'm right in the middle, surrounded by my UK team of account managers. Regardless of where you are in the world, we can get you support to have more in-depth demonstrations, as well as trainings, whether it's on our software or our hardware. We will send you information on how to contact everybody again in the follow-up. So please, this is just a starting point, an introduction, and there's going to be a whole lot more support when it comes to Boardmaker 7 coming down the line. So Boardmaker 7, we are here after 30 years of Boardmaker. We've been using it in our schools, our communities, and in our homes all over the world. And we're so excited to introduce Boardmaker 7. So I'm going to start. Some of you may have already seen this on social media, but a fun video that the team has done.
In a world where
Oops, sorry.
symbols are the only means of communication, some are destined to rise above the rest. The eggheads are back in Boardmaker 7. With 45,000 symbols and growing every day, they are ready to take on the world. Boardmaker 7, coming soon. Available on Windows, Mac, and Chromebook.
So just a little bit of fun, bringing the PCS symbols, our eggheads to life. They've been a part of Boardmaker, well, since even Boardmaker, before it began. And we thought if we're bringing it into the 21st century, let's have a little bit of fun and put those very much loved eggheads right at the center of it. So some exciting news. You know, we've been through Boardmaker 6, we've been through Boardmaker Plus, and Speaking Dynamically Pro, and Studio, and Boardmaker Online. We've had all these different titles. And I'm really happy to say that we're going to look at really simplifying things and just have one title. So for Back to School 2020, we're going to have one Boardmaker, and that's Boardmaker 7. It's going to be compatible with Windows, Mac, and Chromebook. You're going to have access to all the PCS symbols that are available at launch. Oops, sorry. And from right now, I think that's up to about 49,000 symbols. So for some of you who are using version 6, this is a huge increase in the amount of symbols you're getting. We're going to have improved user interface features and templates. You're still going to be able to create your printed materials, as well as bringing in interactive resources. Everything that you've created from version 5 onwards will be able to be easily brought into Boardmaker 7. You can carry on editing, printing, and using it. Boardmaker 7 is an installed solution with no need for a disk drive. You'll see that Boardmaker 7 there on the right has an improved but yet very familiar interface. So if you've been moving from 6 or Studio or online into 7, it's going to be a very smooth transition for you. As I said, more symbols than ever, 49,259 to be precise, last time we checked. And this is going to include, of course, our eggheads, the classic symbols, as well as the addition of the thin line symbols, the high contrast symbols, of which there will be a second volume added to Boardmaker 7, and as well as the in-context symbols. So a lot more symbols right from the get-go. Boardmaker 7 is also going to have a better symbol search. So you are going to be able to search by categories. So I can go through and see all the little sea creatures I might want to add to my background. I can search by location. So I can look for a letter, a word, or just a few letters being found in the label at the beginning or anywhere, or the whole word, or ends with. So a lot of flexibility for being able to search for letters and words within my symbol labels. A really cool new addition is being able to search for things that rhyme with a certain word. So here I'm searching for coat, and I can find words that rhyme with that. I can find words that have certain patterns, like consonant, vowel, consonant, or CCVC. So there's some really nice new additions to our symbol search, and then still holding on to things that we introduced in Boardmaker Online, like being able to search on the web as well. So keeping what we've got and adding some really new cool things as well. We are introducing new templates and improving the ones that you've come to know in Studio and Boardmaker Online. So we took a look at accessibility, whether it be with eye gaze or switches, as well as just giving it a nice clean interface that really kind of updates it and brings it to life. There's one Boardmaker, but there are going to be two ways of purchasing it. So you can get Boardmaker 7 as a standard license. So you can purchase it that will allow for 2 installations. And if you put it on a computer, you're going to have access to it on that computer. The other option for Boardmaker 7 is subscription. This is going to allow you unlimited installations. You can put it on as many machines as you like, and both of these will be compatible with Windows, Mac, and Chromebook. But with a subscription, it's unlimited installations, and you log in with your account to activate use. You're also going to get biweekly symbol updates on top of the 49,259 that we're going to provide. You're also going to get access to the Boardmaker Student Center, Boardmaker Instructional Solutions like Reading Avenue and Core First Learning, as well as Boardmaker Activities to Go, which some of you may be familiar with because we've had them out, a 10-week series as PDF resources. But we're going to talk about and show you how we get a lot more when it comes to Boardmaker 7 subscription. Now, I know we've got people from all over the world here, so just to let you know that Boardmaker Standard will be available in these languages when we launch Boardmaker. It's going to take a little bit longer to get Boardmaker subscription, but we will have all of these support these languages from launch. So if you come from one of these countries, that's what we've got at launch, and there'll be more coming after that. So Boardmaker 7, I just want to talk a little bit about the subscription option because I know that we have a lot of people on this call who are currently Boardmaker Online subscribers. So anyone who's a Boardmaker Online subscriber is going to be moved right into Boardmaker 7. No extra cost and nothing for you to do. You're just coming straight over to Boardmaker 7 subscription. So everyone, whether it's subscription or standard, is going to get the editor. That's where you create all of your print and interactive resources. We are going to take a look at that in just a moment. With Boardmaker 7 subscription, you're also going to maintain that website, the website you know now, where you log in and you find all your resources and you get access to the curriculum. That stays exactly the same. It's just when you go to make resources, you're going to be brought into the installed app, the Boardmaker 7 editor. The Student Center is also another big part of Boardmaker 7 subscription, just like it is with Boardmaker Online. It's getting an improvement, it's getting a facelift. It's going to have the nicer templates, which are going to make it even more accessible. And it's remaining the same as the way it works with your student management and your assigning of activities, just as it does now for Boardmaker Online subscribers. You're also going to get all those biweekly updates. So we're starting you with 49,259. All of these that I'm showing you now are previous updates that we've had with Boardmaker Online, and they're all going into Boardmaker 7, whether you're standard or subscription. But then with the subscription, you will continue to get those biweekly updates where we look at all corners of the world and we create resources that our customers suggest, whether it's on a theme that's linked to learning in school or life around us. We're always updating Boardmaker symbols. With Boardmaker subscription, you're still going to have Reading Avenue, just as you always have with Boardmaker Online. You're still going to have Core First Learning, just as you have with Boardmaker Online. And we're also adding activities to go. So the PDF 10 weeks that you may be familiar with already is turning into 40 weeks, which is going to include over 120 books and 270 activities, which not only are in thematic units, they're also leveled and now become editable. There will be one unit within standard, so you get a sample of it, but the full 40 weeks are for Boardmaker 7 subscribers. If you don't know Boardmaker activities to go, we do have the PDF version available now. I highly encourage you to go take a look. You go to mytobydynavox.com. And if you don't already have an account, just sign up for one. Click on that orange bar at the top, and that's going to bring you to the UK version of Boardmaker Activities to Go. You can download the 10-week sample now. If you're in the US, you can go to the Go Boardmaker website and get your Boardmaker Activities to Go from there. So do take a look, because it's going to give you a really good idea of all the activities that are coming with Boardmaker 7. Right now, you get one unit from each of these 10 themes in that free PDF pack. When Boardmaker 7 subscription launches, you are also going to get an additional 3 more units. So that brings us up to 40 units, 10 themes, 4 units per theme, 40 units. So this is what a unit would look like. So the theme of space, I'm going to have my sun unit, moons, stars, and planets. And each of these are going to be differentiated to 3 different levels of learning. They've been designed to work with learners from age 4 up to 104. So you'll see throughout the samples that we have now, we use lots of photography. We use very clear and concise language with lots of supports that help develop concepts awareness as well as vocabulary. There's things for speech and language therapy. We have communication books. There's tons of resources that are included in activities to go. Here's all of them, in fact. And these will all be editable with Boardmaker 7. So I'm going to take you through and show you that. But before I do, I just want to let you know that if you go to any Tobii Dynavox website, you can find information about Boardmaker 7, because this is just an introduction and everything is still being developed. We're looking to launch this for Back to School 2020. So information is constantly being updated. On the UK website, you'll see a button right on the homepage that will introduce you to Boardmaker 7. We are updating that constantly. The other global sites will be getting information shortly. So if you're coming to us from France or Germany or somewhere else in the world, there will be information there. If you are coming to us from the US or Canada, you are going to go to the Go Boardmaker website, and we will send you all that information in a follow-up email. So what I'd like to do now, with 15 minutes to go, is take you into Boardmaker 7 and show you how it works. So if I'm a current Boardmaker Online subscriber, I'm going to start exactly as I always have. So Boardmaker 7 subscribers, so Boardmaker Online 2.7 and Boardmaker 7 subscribers will come to the website, where they'll be able to find their curricula. They'll be able to do student management for assigning activities out through the Student Center. They'll be able to go through and find things in the community, but they'll also be able to get to their current activities. And the biggest difference is when they hit create activity or go to edit something they've already made, it's going to launch them right to Boardmaker 7. If you're just a Boardmaker 7 standard user, you skip the website, you go to where your Boardmaker 7 is installed, and you come to this launch board. Here I can see my most recent activities. So these are things that I've worked on recently. If I click on my Boardmaker, I can find things that I have saved locally to this computer. And if I'm a subscriber, I can find things that I've saved on the cloud. So it helps me to move from computer to computer. I don't have to remember where I've saved my files to. I can start by going to New and then choose from all the templates that we're giving you. There are tons of printable templates as well as interactive, and it's the quickest way to get started. So let's take a look at print first. First, I can filter whether I want to work through portrait or landscape. I can also filter here on the left-hand side. So maybe I would like to look at the graphic organizers, and then I can see all of the options. I can choose one from a sample, or I can choose to create from blank. So let's start with a sample. So I'm going to choose this one and create from sample. And then Boardmaker 7 is opening a sample. If I press play, because this is an interactive one, I can see how this works. So I can choose to fill
butterfly,
the different stages.
egg,
And I can go back and then say what I'd like to do is edit this. So rather than the life cycle of a butterfly, what I would like to do is do the different stages of making a cup of tea. So on my left-hand side, I see the Pages panel. So these are the different aspects of this resource. So what I need to do is change my choices bank. So I'm going to use my edit in place. So I'm going to quickly just type in fill kettle. And then it's going to search for my symbols. Now remember, this is a beta version, so my symbol search will come right up. I don't have to press that twice. I'm going to turn on kettle. Oops, sorry, that was my mistake. I just need to press that. I won't have to press this twice. And then I'm going to put in a tea bag. And then I'm going to pour some water. Now I also have the web search here. So if I want to find my favorite brand of tea, then I can go in and type and have a web search where I bring in images directly from the web. Okay, so really quick and easy for me to go through and edit my resources with this edit in place. I can also go in and highlight any of my cells to change the appearance. Over here on the right-hand side, I have my properties panel. So from here, I can do things like decide whether I want a symbol only, or whether I want a label only, or whether I want the symbol to be above or below. There's lots of choices. I can also choose from different fonts, and I can change the font size, make it nice and big. I can change the background color, and lots of different things that are found here in my properties panel. Once I have it looking the way that I want it, I can go in and save this. So let's save this as making a cuppa. Okay, now I'm going to return to my dashboard, and I can see my activity here. If I go on to, if I'm a Boardmaker Online subscriber, if I go back to my activity, this is just going to refresh for a second. There you go. And there's my book, Making a Cup of Tea. So if I'm in another school on another computer, I don't have to worry about it being saved locally. But if I'm a Boardmaker 7 user, a standard user, then it's on the machine that I work on. Now I want to show you where the Boardmaker activities to go can be found. So if I click on my Boardmaker, I can see my curriculum. So in here, I can decide to add curriculum. So first we have free content. And remember, this is a beta version, so it's going to have lots of nice images and things. But I can find things that many of you are already familiar with if you've been using the Boardmaker Student Center app that's freely available. You've got all the free activities, and here you'll find them that you can add to your curriculum and then edit and use. So I know the spinner has always been a very popular one. So we can now save that and edit it. I can also, through here, go in and add curriculum from Boardmaker Activities to Go. And we will have them available in UK and US English right from the start. So I can go in and remember these are my 4 different units that are within my theme of life skills. And I can find the one that I want to work and which level I want as well. And then I can add that unit to my curriculum, which now is placing a copy of that within my curriculum. So I can go through, there we go, here's my food choices. I can choose which one I like and edit it. So taking it that step further. So I can go through and change any of the symbols and any of the support to meet my needs. So maybe the healthy food we like isn't fruit. Maybe we want it to be vegetables. And I can change that. Now, I know that we have a lot of people who've been using Boardmaker for a long time on this call. So I want to show you how we can bring in our legacy Boardmaker boards. So if I've been using version 6, I can go into Open, and then I'm just going to toggle here for Boardmaker 5 or 6 files. So just let me go to my desktop because I know that I have a folder right here, communication book, that has all of my separate pages, all my different files that made up a communication book that I created in version 6. So what I've done is I've just right-clicked on that and I've zipped it because I want that to come in as one file. So I'm going to grab that and press open, and then I'd like to import this. So now it's importing all of those separate Boardmaker version 6 files as one project, as one file that I can get into quite easily. I can change because we're not wearing jumpers at the moment. It's quite warm here in the UK. We're wearing t-shirts. So let me just find a t-shirt and put that in so I can make my changes. If I want another page of clothing, I can click right here and I can duplicate. So now I've made a copy. I've got 2 copies of that page. So now I can go in and maybe I want to change that to summer clothes and then put in things like my swimsuit and my sunglasses. Oops, sorry. Again, sorry, it's a beta version. I have to remember when I use it at launch, I will not have to do that second click. Let's say we do that and maybe we need a sun hat. So I can make those changes. Just do hat there. There's a few little glitches as it's being as it's a beta version with some of my my symbol search, but that'll all be ironed out in time. So now I can go in and I can save this activity as, and we'll just call this Tina's book. Now, one other thing I'd like to show you that I'm really excited about is how we can support your symbol searches. So here I've got some different people. So let's say I always prefer to use the thin line symbols versus our classics. I can go to my user settings found here. So let's go to user setting. And down at the bottom with symbols and languages, here's all of the libraries that are available to me. But what I love here is this new feature of this symbol search, because what I prefer to use are thin line symbols first. So I'm going to move them up to the top. And when there isn't a thin line symbol available, I'd like to use the high contrast symbols. And I am supporting a female who is an adult, so I'm going to change that as well. So now when I click save, if I click in mom and press return, sorry, I think I have to do the American. Haven't loaded up the British yet. Then we can see I've got my thin line symbol first. So I can select that, followed by my high contrast, then followed by my classics. So this is going to help with symbol consistency and symbol choices as the ordering reflects what you prefer to use in your environment. So let's just say grandmother. Let's show that one more time. So here you can see the thin line symbols are what I preferred, then followed by the classic. So that's a wonderful addition. We're also going to see with the launch of Boardmaker 7 a great new feature, which I can't show at the moment, but you can cycle through different skin tones. So we're going to be able to make our symbol resources really reflect people's backgrounds and be a lot more diverse. So a wonderful addition. Okay, so I'm not going to save that right now. So I'm just going to go back to my share and finish up by showing you, no, actually I'm not. I'm going to take you to our website. For more information, if you're in the UK or Ireland, do go to our Tobii Dynavox website. Any other countries outside of the US and Canada, I'm going to show you that in a moment, but any of our UK and Irish customers, as well as other customers outside of the US and Canada, can come to the Tobii Dynavox website, and you will find the Introducing Boardmaker button. Right now, that's only active in the UK and Irish site. We will have them in others. And right at the top, you can find a sign up button. If you want to sign up for keeping up to date, we will send you information as it becomes available, because everything is happening. The development team is hard at work and things are changing and we have new information for you. So do keep up to date by signing up. You'll also find some information about Boardmaker 7, some upcoming trainings, and we'll be adding more to this over the upcoming weeks and months. Through June and July and into August, we're going to be doing a lot of information about getting everybody up to speed and aware of Boardmaker 7, and then transitioning into how to use Boardmaker 7 as it's launched for Back to School 2020. You'll also find some frequently asked questions. And again, all of this is going to be added to quite regularly. So do keep checking in or click on the sign up and we'll send you emails. If you've come to us from from Canada or the US, you want to go to the Go Boardmaker website. So go Boardmaker and then learn more right at the top, and you will find information about Boardmaker 7, as well as a sign-up form and trainings. All right, well, I'm going to thank you very much for your time and attention. We can take some questions at the end, but I'm going to end this recording now and hope to see you again soon. Thanks.